Hey everybody, thank you. My name is Gear Fisher, one of the co-founders of OnForm, also joined by my co-founder Krishna over here and Mike from the team. How many of you have heard of OnForm? Oh, we're doing a pretty good job. All right. So OnForm's been around 6 years. We are a video coaching platform, and our kind of mantra is that we try to make things super easy to use while also innovating. And getting out of the way of the coach is one of our hallmarks inside the walls of our development team, where we're constantly trying to create new functionality, make it easier for you guys to capture video, and that's from iPhones, iPads, Android, etc. And we have constantly stayed on an innovative path. We never really rest with what we have. So we have started out by integrating a chat functionality that many of you have probably already seen when we launched 6 years ago. And so it's very easy to send video back and forth with your students just by using the app. Keeps you very organized, and we also push the boundary of what the iPhone and iPads can do. Things like being able to manually adjust shutter speed so you get really clear stop motion. You could record at 30 FPS and still get perfectly clear shafts, or almost perfectly clear. Because FPS actually doesn't control that, shutter speed does. So we have a really nice shutter speed control system. We've further innovated with things like our multicam capabilities, where you can use multiple iPhones and iPads together, so you can capture down the line and face on simultaneously. And that also allows you to basically record as if you were in a studio out on the grass. You can get multi-angle recordings just using wireless iPhone and iPads. And it's something you can just hotspot together and capture multi-angles. Not only that, but we have launched about 6 months ago 3D data and visualizations. So we actually took a little different path than some other folks out there. When it took us about 2.5 years to build our 3D system, and we actually like being very transparent and open about what we do. So we are the first and only company that publishes our accuracy data using what's called a model card, which you can find on our website. And that model card describes our accuracy, at impact, at the top, backswing, at address. It explains exactly what the limitations of our 3D system can do. We calculate 12 different data points, hip rotation, chest rotation, all the translational, slide, sway, thrust, etc. And we're going to continue to innovate on the 3D front, bringing you more accuracy and even better functionality. And again, you can do this with just a single camera, or you can use multiple cameras to get even better data. What we have here today that we're excited to announce, it's not on the website, we haven't even officially announced it. Here at the PGA show, you might have saw it, is something that we call Multicam Max. And the vision for us was that in a multi-bay, multi-coach facility, we wanted to give people the ability to walk in with your iPad and connect to the fixed cameras in the bay with a button. And you can say, connect to bay 1, pull the feed from the fixed cameras in the studio, and be able to coach right there using your same OnForm app, but pulling the feed from the fixed cameras. It's never been done before, because it actually takes an incredible amount of fancy programming, thank you, Krishna, to actually pull that off. So we have that on display here. We have 2 fixed cameras. We actually use cameras from multiple different manufacturers. FLIR, IDS, you've seen those with tons of existing studio systems. We also use cameras from Optitrack. That's the parent company of Gears. They make a really high quality video camera. That's what we happen to be showing here. So we have our iPad in here. The fixed cameras, you walk in and it's meant to be light switch easy. You just say connect to bay 1, teach your lesson in bay 1. You can then go outside, give a chipping lesson. Maybe your next lesson's in bay number 2. You walk over and click bay number 2. Not only that, but we heard from coaches that the members want to actually use the facilities of the studio. So OnForm has the ability, if you've seen it, you can pull up a QR code. So if you provide an iPad from the club in your studio, a member could walk in with their iPhone, scan that QR code, and then use the hitting bay and record videos into their own OnForm account using the app owned by the club. So this is something that we've started to see a ton of traction in retail locations as well. So we're constantly trying to push the innovation of the app from the simple analyze, capture, and sharing functionality up to 3D. We're also launching kinematic sequence, as well as some other fancy tools, things like club tracking. I think they're outlined behind me actually. So we're excited to get that all out there. Look for that in another week or two. And if you'd like to see a demo of Multicam Max, please come check it out. But we'll have a lot more announcements about that here in the next coming weeks. Thanks so much, appreciate the support, and we're happy to be a continued sponsor of SCPGA. So thanks to Nikki and team as well. Thank you.